Hey, thanks. Thanks. So today we're gonna go ahead and hike up to the old Point Loma Lighthouse. It was built in 1855 and was in service for 36 years. It is no longer active lighthouse, and they have an actual hiking path up there. This specific lighthouse has also been refurbished and it's themed for its 1880s style. So it is now a Cabrillo National Monument. We'll be heading right up those cliffs. This time we're actually staying at Point Loma Hotel. It's the Navy Gateway. You do have to be active duty or retired military to stay here. But we paid, well, courtesy of my in-laws, we paid about $105 to stay here. So it's pretty great. Out there in the distance, you can see San Diego skyline along with Coronado Bridge right there. So there's a naval port. So you'll see naval vessels come out this way through the channel, out to the open ocean, out that way. But for today's video, we're gonna be over here as soon as we get done with breakfast, and we're gonna go ahead and hike up to a lighthouse that resides right up here. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, breakfast all done. Thank you, Denny's. You guys are always awesome, always good, filling. And Bryson loves that place as well. So now we're on our way to Luscombe Point, and over there's like a little cave and everything, so hopefully we can go see it. What's up, dude? Just beyond this fence, right in there. You guys can see that water down there. Pretty cool looking cave. So obviously it's not low tide, so we can't take a walk down there, but on a low tide, so early morning and stuff like that, you'll be able to take a little hike down some cliffs down here. I guess surfers do it all the time to get down here to the ocean. Maybe this path, I'm not sure. Or over there, where David's going. But you can definitely get down there and get some cool pictures, shots, and walk around. It's actually really cool looking. Another little cave. And somebody's bikes are down there. Actually reminds me of the E.T. scene from E.T. They found E.T.'s bike in the ditch. But here's the rock area, and there's another little cave out that way. And there's some surfers out there in the distance. Pretty awesome, honestly. Just for a reference point, there's the hole. We parked right there. And right where I'm currently standing is right there on the corner of Monaco Street and Sunset Cliffs. Cup holder, place to put your cigarettes, huh? Come out here and check out the sunset. We're gonna continue our walk down the coast, see what we can find, catch up with everybody else. Looks to be some seats down that way, so let's go check that out. I said you're always running around.
I'm gonna go look at those holes.
Good luck. Hey, Bryson.
I'm climbing rocks, Daddy. I'm learning.
You walking with Grandma? Whoa. There she goes out into the abyss of the ocean. Kind of curious on how she gets down. Just as simple as that, huh? I mean, she made it look easy. So this is our first time out here ever.
And mine too, and I'm from here.
So it's actually pretty cool. I don't know how we just now finally came down here, but as we're sitting here on this bench, nice couple, decided to take our pictures. And for once, because every time we get a family,
my photographer camera, the pictures never come out.
Yeah, they always like crop us out or don't get what we need.
Or they're blurry.
Finally, we got a picture that we can actually use. So thank you. Climbing the hill. Got some yoga going on down here, overlooking the beach. You got some lady down there doing dips, well, she was doing dips on the bench. And then you got some overlookers of the ocean, guy on his bike, of course us. Alright, so that's gonna be a wrap from here. I think we're gonna go head over to Cabrillo Lighthouse. See you soon. There's some pricing. It's $15 for a vehicle, motorcycle 10. If you're gonna walk up here, you're still gonna pay $7. So you might as well drive or ride a bike. All right, never mind. This is a national park, so we got in for free. And free, I mean for active duty, guys. What about retirees, you think too?
No, because I saw Dad pay.
Okay, well, if you're active duty, definitely take advantage. Come out here to Cabrillo Memorial National Monument. And as much as y'all might love your little furry family members, there are no pets allowed up here.
Dad's gotta go poops, okay? Okay.
3, 2, 1. Came down this road right here. We're right about here, so here's North Island where we do a lot of training for the military. Seaport Village, Harbor Island, and there's the airport. Pretty cool. We're now up on top of that hill. So finally found out what this little island's called. Landing of Cabrillo. So the gentleman got here on September 8th, 1542, marking the first Europeans to set foot on what would be the United States on the west coast. So right over here, this is their landing. So you're thinking it's Ballast Point? Well, it says Ballast Point here.
Yeah, and Ballast Point I'm thinking is right there.
So boom, that might be where the first settlers arrived. Mr. Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo and his crew. So it makes way more sense now that we're up here and you can see. So naval vessels come through here, past the hotel we were, out the channel, and then out into the Pacific.
The one we had.
So they have that helicopter on it.
Yeah, but the one we saw.
Amphibious Wasp. That's what we use in the Marines, well, for the vertical landing aircraft. Best aircraft.
They haven't
in the Marine
updated
Corps.
this. There's no F-35s
So
on
the
there.
DC.
Nope. Alright, time to put our hiking shoes on. Oh wait, I don't got hiking shoes. Heather's at least got some Nikes on.
So does Bryson.
Dang, Bryce got those slick Nikes too? Okay. Sounds good, dude. Next stop, Tidepools.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah! So it's not low tide right now, but even when it is low tide, you can find a lot of creatures down there. And just a friendly reminder to leave the shells there. Can't take them away. All the little crabs, some octopus, starfish, some cucumbers, stuff like that. What you can find in the tide pools. These are different tides right here. Low level, low tide zone, mid, high splash zone. I usually stand up here. But onwards. It's about like a mile down that way is where we were before when we checked out those caves and everything. And Lighthouse is right up there. So had a nice little drive down this little scenic ride. It's still part of Cabrillo's memorial, so you still gotta pay money to access this area. Good old stairs. Taking the coastal trail. Some little tide pools in here. See any fishies?
No.
Okay, if it's a stingray thing, they tighten up their whole. It's like they tighten up their mouth. Where is it? There he goes. You know,
Look at him right there.
More stairs. All that water rushing straight up to there. Use caution when walking out here. If you walk on the dry stuff, you'll be okay. But all the slick's gonna be the green, marshy looking stuff. You don't want to slip and fall. Example of a little tide pool. Kind of gotta search for things. And when you move, or they see you, that's when they hide. You can see a little crab down there, right there. Didn't want to completely abandon these guys over here. But you got a little rock friend. It looks like pretty heavy, dude.
It is pretty heavy for him.
Ugh. Yeah, it's really heavy. Here you go. It's like 2 pounds for me, which is like 30 for you. So kind of hard to show you, but out beyond the surfers, there's some kelp farms out there, a kelp forest. Basically seaweed like this, so sea otters and various other type of marine animals live out in there. So if you see out in the water it's a little brown or whatever, it's probably not a sanitation issue, if you know what I'm saying. It's not dirty water, but it's probably this kelp forest. So if you see all these little rock formations, that's just erosion over time. So all the different layers. Nice. All the different layers. If I zoom in on these rocks up here, pretty unique too. But you can only go so far. So beyond the sign, it's federally protected by the Safety and Wildlife. Bottom right there is a code for it, 36 CFR, which is a good thing. We don't need human population everywhere, you know what I mean? So out there on the distance, there's some birds chilling out there, being unbothered. You can see all the white residue on the side. That's all bird poop, so you can tell they've been there for a while. Wow.
Paparazzi.
Oh yeah. Turn those legs. Get that leg in. Come on. Woo, you're heavy, dude. Alright, that was a nice little trip to the tide pools. Little cliffs, some water sploosh, but a lot of stairs too, a lot of climbing. This sign looks like he's doing like a skateboard trick. It's actually kind of funny. Here's that couple I was talking about, and they grew up to 10 feet in length. Alright, next stop, Lighthouse. Let's go ahead and make a jump out of this one. And there's your lighthouse. Just kidding. Right up there. Definitely get your walking shoes out today because you're walking uphill basically all day today. Overview of the lighthouse itself. There's the stairwell right before we go through there. And here's one of the lanterns. Pretty cool looking. creepy, not gonna lie. And these are all the different lighthouses that guard the west coast. Got little buttons down here. They'll tell you where they go. So all the way from Alcatraz, Point Pinos, Cape Disappointment, and Point Conception. So the smallest ranging from 8 to 12 miles to the largest ranging 18 to 24 miles. That's the lens of Point Loma right there. It's got little chips on there, you can tell right there. Which means this one is the big one. What is that? The stage or the first order. And the one that we just saw is the third order. So just left that little exhibit. Time to check out this lighthouse. Hey, is this your house? Let's go up. One little bedroom.
Take a picture of this.
Holding all the little lanterns up here. So it seems like everybody has their own little room the higher you go. Another fireplace right over there. Bigger bedroom. Pretty sure they didn't have the AC back there back in the day. Oh, I think that's the top right there. So right down here in this little window overlooks the bay. That's the front entrance right there. Look at that, that's the top. Unfortunately, there's a little gate here and it's locked, so you can't go any farther, but pretty cool. Use your imagination, you can see what's up there. Imagine doing this at night, it's probably kind of eerie and creepy. So a lot of people miss this, but there's actually a downstairs of some sort. Can't see inside there. There's also a window on the other side as well. A lot smaller than what you would probably imagine. And as we're walking up to see the lighthouse, we saw signs for the kelp forest. So if you guys remember what I was talking about earlier, all that brown, that is the kelp forest. Assistant keeper's quarters, that's what that building was called.
In the background, I can't get anything to stop.
I'm coming. Army radio station. They need to upgrade all these, they're getting bent out of shape.
Operating simultaneously. Train there in sight. The lead stations monetarily and simultaneously. Training it in line of sight. And the target agile.
It's closed off down there. The battery E. It's the location right here. Imagine all the stuff you can find. You can see for miles.
Let's go.
Alright, it's gonna wrap up our little trip out here to
Point Loma.
Point Loma.
Cabrillo National Monument. Say bye, Bryson. What? He had a leaf in his hand. He threw it on the ground.